And that's what I said. You ain't got no shit, man. Like, come on. Knucklehead.
Good morning and welcome back to the video, to the vlog, to the channel. So an interesting thing happened. We lost the drive shaft to the CJ7. Well, did we lose it? We didn't lose it.
Well, almost.
We lost it for a second. But first, as I was saying, I gotta take my strong greens for my strong greens. I gotta get my strong greens.
Yeah.
But Johnny helped in the situation, didn't you?
Well, I tried, yeah.
You want some strong greens, Ken? I like to put, so this is what I do. I like to do 1 scoop of this, 1 scoop of In Focus, which I'm really excited about, the berry strong greens, and then the raspberry berry In Focus. And I like to do a little bit of lemon. Johnny puts this in his beer. I put it in my strong greens.
Glass was gonna break.
It's got a radar symbol on it. Can't break.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Now we can start the day. You see, what happened was, Allie had the truck. She was at ship on site. And then I had to take Bishop home, pick up all the stuff that we were gonna do to go to climbing, and then pick up my daughter. Went from the office to home, no issues. Parked the Jeep, left the keys in it, went inside, got my climbing gear, grabbed my daughter. We both jumped in the Jeep, started the Jeep back up, pulled out of the neighborhood. So we're coming out of the neighborhood, I make a left turn. I get about 50 meters down the road, and all of a sudden there was like, and it was like the whole Jeep was shaking, and like, it was like, and making all kinds of noise. Her hair's going everywhere. All of a sudden it just stops. Dead, quiet, calm, nothing. I look at her, she looks at me, we're like, what the heck is going on? I coast over into a parking lot, I stop, and then I try to go. No go, it's like I'm in neutral. So I hop out and I realize the drive shaft fell the off as we were going down the road. Finally, Johnny pulls up. I'm like, hey, this is actually a 4-wheel drive vehicle. So maybe I can throw this in 4 high, lock the hubs, and then drive it home. Lock the hubs, pull forward while he's watching to see if there's like any damage happening. And there's not. I drive the Jeep back home, park it. As we're coming back, Johnny sees the drive shaft on the side of the road. So we recover the drive shaft. Here's what's crazy. Nothing is wrong with the Jeep.
No brakes.
Nothing broke. No little like grinding thing. Nothing whatsoever. It looks like just the C clamp came off and it just fell out, which is pretty awesome about like an old 4-wheel drive vehicle that literally like if you're out in the woods 4-wheel driving and your drive shaft falls off, you just grab your toolkit and
German tight it. Make sure it's scooting tight.
And get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go put the drive shaft back on.
Much later.
So things didn't go quite to plan. Check it out. So this is the drive shaft that fell off. Nothing's broken. So I thought that it was like, I was like, oh sweet, I'll just put it on. For all you Jeep people out there, you're probably gonna laugh at me, but I didn't know that there was a actual rear CV joint. So what I learned was to connect this to here is actually, I guess, what they call a rear CV joint. And while we recovered the drive shaft, we did not recover the rear CV joint. So I was like under here trying to hook this together and I was missing a Lego piece. I thought I would just be able to plug it in and go, but I guess you need the right parts. So anyways, that's that. I gotta put this back together and then we're gonna make a quick call. I'm gonna go inside and call a guy that's down the road that worked on, for those of you guys remember Ned, they just put a 350, it was a 350, right? In that his old Chevy?
Yeah.
Brand new 350 in his Chevy. He did all the work and they had to do a bunch of fabrication. So he's right down the road, and I think that he will be able the one to hook up the drive shaft. Let's go check it out. So I can't fix your Jeep.
This is horse Harry.
You're so ridiculous. You can't cuss on YouTube
This
anymore.
is Harry.
There you go.
What the hell?
Shh, you can't cuss on.
The AT double high six is not a cuss word. Why is it that I just got this Jeep and it doesn't work?
Because Matt Vincent sent you with a broken drive shaft.
Hashtag Jeep life.
So I have to call Ned's guy, and we have to send your Jeep away, and it might take 3 months to.
They don't have like a YouTube video for how to fix your Jeep at home.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, so should I drive the truck or walk or think? Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Yo.
Hey John, this is Nick. I got a 1986 CJ7, and the drive shaft fell off while I was driving down the road, actually right by your place, and I lost the rear CV joint, and I was wondering if that's something you could help me put back on.
It's the rear drive shaft?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's the rear drive shaft. I thought I could just put it back on, and that's when I realized that there was a CV joint on the drive shaft.
Run over, let's take a look at it. Like, you know, at that point, I can tell you what we definitely can and can't do.
Okay.
But it sounds pretty doable.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Thanks, John.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.